This is how to replace your stock downpipe with an aftermarket one. I got a 3-inch downpipe for mine. Right here. I'm gonna throw her on there. It was around like 80 bucks. I already got the 5-inch straight pipe on, and let's get at it. First thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take your inner fender out. I got that out, as you can see. And this right here is what we're gonna be pulling out. I'm gonna take my tire off. That's gonna make it easier. And then you gotta take this top resonator box off. And those will be the first two things. Once you're done with that, got the resonator box off. You can see here, this is your turbo right here. Way back in there there's this heat shield here. We have to take that off. And before we do that, we have to take, back in here, there's the transmission dipstick line. That's gonna be in our way. So what we gotta do is take them 2 bolts off there, 2 nuts off. There's a mount here, right there and right here. Loosen those up, take them off, and just so this dipstick is loose. And then we can start taking this heat shield off. All right, once you're finished taking those nuts off, they are a 13 millimeter. I got both of them off there. This transmission line is gonna be loose then. As you can see, it's loose. You're gonna wanna take this band loose. It's an 11 millimeter. Loosen it up. Mine is already loose. I gotta give it some more. And then pull this band off and let it just kind of slide down until it's just resting right here. Your exhaust pipe is just gonna hang there. It'll be fine. Next, you're gonna want to take this heat shield off. This is kind of gonna be a bugger. There's a bolt right there. It's a 10 millimeter. Loosen that one up, and then there's another one on the top, and then there's another one way back in there. So try to get those loose. It might help spray some WD-40 on this. This is a pretty clean truck, so most of the bolts aren't too rusted or seized up. Let's hope nothing else happens and break us a bolt. That would suck. Next step, to take this heat shield off, you gotta take these 2 bolts off. There's one right there, and then there's another one right there. Then there's another one right there you gotta take out. And then there's one in the center piece here. Take that sucker out. Be careful with these. You can snap them off depending on many different things, but you can snap them off. Just be real nice with them. Spray some lube on there, let it sit. If you think you might snap any, it's better to play it safe, guys, I promise you. You don't want to be pulling this turbo. That ain't fun. So you get that middle bolt out, she'll just slide right out. And you got your heat shield. Now it's gonna be the fun part of getting those bolts on the back of the heat shield off. Forgot to mention this top other heat shield. Take that out too. It's up to you if you want to see if you can snake that thing out of there and keep it, or I'm just gonna say screw it and cut it to pieces. I don't need it in the first place. I'll be all right. Well, I got that piece of crap heat shield out. Just so you know, guys, this is not gonna be fun. Good luck. It's gonna take forever. I tried to use my tin snips in here. I tried to get like a little die grinder in there. Die grinder, don't even try. It ain't even worth it. Tin snips, if you can cut about this far, it helps just to rotate it a little bit. Basically, this piece came down right here, and your turbo's right here, and then your downpipes down that way. And it comes right next to your turbo on both sides. Work on this side and just do whatever you can. Try to get this side out first and kind of get it. And then once you get it out, you can, this piece here is actually connected to there. I took my tin snips and cut that. That helped a lot. And you can really bend her flat, and you'll figure it out. It'll take you a couple hours, but I'm not even joking when I say a couple hours. It's not a fun job. You'll come away with a lot of skin knuckles and raw skin. So next thing, this is your turbo right here. Your downpipe is right back in there. You gotta take the heat shield off that one now. So there's a bolt right there. Right there. Next thing you want to do is take this guy out. There's a bolt right there that holds this heat shield in. It's a little bit loose right now. And then way up in there, that guy right there, take that out. That's gonna be one. And then there's another one right behind the turbo. Right there. All 10 millimeters. Take them out, be careful, don't snap them off. And yeah. Okay guys, that third bolt back there, which one is it? Right, that one. That one's gonna be a bugger.
You gotta get your buddy to get his arm in there.
Yeah, someone with a small hand or something. See if you can get this transmission dipstick loose and then get your hand in there. And yeah, then once you get that, then you gotta take the heat shield out from the top of the engine. If you're watching this and you got an LMM, same as me, just be patient. It's gonna take a long time. This is not gonna be a fun job. I don't even got mine done yet, but some things that you can do to help you out is take this mount here for the glow plug module. Take that out. There's this is the box right here. All it is just like a little cam type thing on this connector. You just take your two fingers on the back here and you pull this out. Just pull it straight out, and this thing will just slide up and come right out. And then there's two 10 millimeter bolts right there. And then to take the actual mount off, there's 4 12 millimeter bolts. Take those out and then you'll have all this room. And it makes it a little bit easier to getting behind and getting that clamp out for the downpipe. I don't know why they did this, but it's exactly right under the downpipe is where they mounted it. So good luck. That's an 11 millimeter deep socket. Get like a 1/4 inch ratchet on it if you can, maybe a 3/8. And then what I'm gonna do here to take this heat shield out is I'm gonna loosen up the downpipe. Just get all the clamps loose on it so she's loose. And hope this heat shield comes out. It's gonna be a fun one. All right guys, look what we got here. We got the heat shield out. That was a pain in the butt. It's gonna take you a while. I didn't even cut it or anything. It wasn't as hard as what people are saying. And here's the trick. Shut that up. So there is, right there was a mount for the glow plug controller. You gotta take that mount out. It's just an aluminum mount. There's 3 12 millimeter bolts. The one on the back side is gonna be really hard, and the front two won't be as bad. But once you get that out, you can almost just take that thing and just work your way up. Have someone pound down there with a long punch on it, and while you're pulling with the vice grips, and get her kind of sideways and up, and then start pulling her back. And she came right out. It wasn't as hard as what people online were saying, but we actually did it. It feels really good. Next thing you want to do is right down there, if you can see that, we got to take that clamp loose. All right, guys, we got it off. That was fun. All for this little bit of difference, right? And that 90-degree bend. Let's just hope it was worth it and we get a good turbo noise out of that. It was kind of actually harder than I thought.
I'm stupid.
The dipstick tube, the dipstick tube was in the way. Knock it off. Dipstick tube is in the way. Just be really smart when you do this. Get the dipstick tube as far away, like towards that wire back there, as far away as you can. And she should just wiggle and come out. It wasn't too fun. If you got a guy with like a crowbar at the top that can pound on it down, she'll come out eventually. I unfortunately ruined my dipstick tube in the process, so I'm replacing that. But
Noob life.
and it might be smart if you're doing an EGR delete. You got your up pipe exposed right now. I think that's what I might do. So, yep, fun times. I hope this video helps someone out. It's definitely different doing it on the newer body style trucks like these than it is the LBZs or the classic Duramaxes or whatever. The LLYs or LB7s. That's what your Silverado's called, is a classic Duramax.
Yeah, well, you don't know. Yeah.
Just shut up. So yeah, that's the difference. $80 and a couple of hours of work. It's I don't know if it's worth it, but if you're doing it, this is how you do it. Next thing is your downpipe is going to be provided with some heat tape and clamps. Just heat wrap that sucker up and tighten them clamps down, and you'll be set to go. Just install it, flip it up in there, and put your clamp on the bottom, put your clamp on the top, put your glow plug module mount back on, and then you're good to go. That's how you do it. All right, this is what your final product's gonna look like. Clamped up there and clamped down here. And that is how you install your Duramax downpipe.